Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to another 60 minutes of 3-2-1. You're invited to come along and meet our three couples who are seeking to win one of our 5-star prizes tonight. You're lucky because we've got a delightful audience here. They're a cross-section of Leeds. Well, you'd be cross too if you'd been hijacked from a bus queue. Anyway, it's an incredible thing when you think about it, because last week's winners, Peter and Aria Bennett from Birmingham, actually won our top prize, the motor car. Will it be turned down tonight? Well, helping me find out are my gorgeous secretaries, the gentle sex. Well, as you know, on 3-2-1, we start off with the 1,000-to-1 quiz, where the winners of that come back next week. Then we play a little game to see which of our remaining couples are going to go forward for those really big super prizes. So at home, just sit back, relax, pick yourself a couple, and cheer them on a bit. Hang on, I'm just explaining the rules to the viewers here. You're on a bit early this week, aren't you? That's all we need, a stage-struck dustbin. Great, and take that smile off your face, will you? That's better. A dustbin should look down in the dumps. I'll get up to you. I know what you're all about. He wants to meet our delightful chauffeur. Here she is. She drives me everywhere. George, are you there? This is George, ladies and gentlemen. Now, how are you? Good. I tell you what, with her in the car, the windows get steamed up so much, I've got windscreen wipers on the inside. George, would you take Dusty off, please? Put him with a car. We shan't need either of them until later on in the show. Thank you very much indeed. Right, now then, let's meet the most important people. I'll get that out right one day. Let's meet the most important people on our show tonight. Here they are, of course, our contestants. And this week, they come from Essex, they come from Cheshire, and from Surrey. Now, before the show, they've already chosen their questions in front of our studio audience, and we really hope they can get near that magical figure of £1,000 this week. The adjudicator is in our office. She will indicate on the board how they've done. And remember, they can only be stopped 3 ways: with a mistake, if they repeat an answer, or indeed if the time runs out. That's when, of course, they have to meet our 3 characters. Are they characters? They are Tony Blackburn's marvellous comics. He loves them because they make him feel so sophisticated. Duggie Brown, Chris Emmett, and Debbie Arnold. So please, whatever you do, don't make any mistakes, otherwise they're going to let fly with one of their corny jokes. And believe me, do they get corny. You could save us all from suffering. Let's meet our first couple, and Holly's here with the questions.
Ted.
Good, nice to see you. Mireille, who are our couple?
Yes, Ted. This is David Joy and his wife June, who live near Stockport in Cheshire. David is a director of a housing association, and Joy is a housewife and has 2 children.
Oh, that's nice. Nice to have you here. Would you like to take the second and third round questions? I see. Well then, David, that's incredible. Very, very nice. You build houses, is that right?
Yes, specially designed for the elderly.
Oh, that's nice, because house prices are murder anyway these days, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
Gosh, do you know what? Estate agents, they don't use values anymore, clairvoyance. And what about you? I see down here, you've got a marvellous hobby here. You love cooking, is that right, June?
That's right, yeah.
And listening to Neil Diamond records?
Oh, yes, he's lovely to iron, too.
Anyway, I'll tell you what, this is the easy round right now, because here in this first round, you're playing for just £1 a question. But we do want you to do well, because at the end of the first round, whatever they have got, that goes on their stake money for the second round. Likewise, what you win at the end of the second round, you're going to get per question in the third round, all right? Good luck to you both. I want you please to give me the number of days in each month. Now, we want the months in order, followed by the number of days. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes? Now, we want you also to answer alternately, all right? So that's June first, David, June, David, June. Fair enough? If you get a bit stuck for an answer, you can help with a gentle mind, but don't mouth it or write it out. So your question again, number of days in each month, and we want the months in order, followed by the number of days. I'm going to give you one for £1, and that's March the 30th, with 31 days. March with 31 days.
March 31.
April 30.
January 31.
Oh, please, sir, I can recite the days of the months backwards dead easy.
Go on then, Brown.
30 days of September.
I told you, not a joke is told till it's 7 years old. Holly, how well did they do?
Well, David and June have scored 2.
Scored 2,
Yes.
of course, because there was a mistake. You went out of order, should have gone on to May. You got April out. Not to worry about it. £2 a question. There's a long way to go yet. Now then, who do we have here, Jenny? Jenny Layland. Thank you very much. Would you like to take that for me? Now then, Gail, who is it?
Well, this week we have Keith and Sue Collins from Shirley in Surrey. They're both executives, Keith in car sales and Sue in an employment agency.
Lovely, nice to have you here. Would you like to take all those for me? Thank you. So, Keith, in car sales, Is that British cars or foreign cars?
No, it's British cars too.
British cars. I've heard of them. But listen, I see this is very, very interesting, Sue, here. It says you were an ex-flower seller, is that right?
Yeah.
Is that a florist in the shop?
No, a flower stall.
Must have been a nice job in the summer, that kind of job.
Fantastic, yeah.
Yeah? Not so good in the winter?
No, it's terrible. I used to have to wear 3 of everything to keep warm.
3 of everything? Should have bought some antifreezes. Very chapped tulips, that can be bad. Oh, anyway, it's lovely to have you here. You know what you have to do. Answer alternately, OK? And here's your question here. You're playing for £1, and good luck to both of you. I want you to give me the letters of the alphabet backwards, starting, of course, with Z. All right? Letters of the alphabet backwards, starting from Z. I will give you one for £1. Z.
Z.
X.
Mistake.
I am staying at my favorite hotel, the Tivoli.
The Tivoli? Why is it your favourite hotel?
Spelled backwards, I love it.
If only our audience did. Anyway. Jenny, how well did they do?
Keith and Sue have only scored 1.
Oh, 1, Keith and Sue, of course, because you went out there. Z, Y, X. Never mind. It's still pretty even. 2 and 1 at the moment. Let's meet the next couple, of course, last week's. Thank you very much, Holly. How are they, of course? How are you, Patsy? Are you well?
Yes, fine, thank you,
Good.
Ted. And for the last 2 weeks, my couple have won the quiz, and here they are again. Roger Carver and Chris Simons. And as you may remember, both come from Romford in Essex. Roger lectures in law, and Chris teaches handicapped children.
Nice to see you, Roger and Chris. Take the questions. Thank you very much indeed. Have you had a good week?
Very good.
Yes. Have you spent last week's money yet?
Not quite.
Well, we've put it towards our holidays.
A holiday? Oh, where are you going on the holiday?
Greece.
Greece? Which part? Any particular part?
Well, Athens to start with.
It's pretty good out there.
The islands,
Lovely.
hopefully.
Listen, if you win this week, you could well buy yourself a season ticket to Leeds, couldn't you? Anyway, good luck to you both. It's lovely to have you back, playing for £1. I want you to give me the letters of the alphabet backwards, starting with P. All right? Letters for the alphabet backwards, starting with P. I'll give you one to start with, of course. P.
P.
O.
N.
M.
L.
K.
J.
I.
H.
G.
It's a well done, indeed. You've scored maximum. Well, that's incredible. So at the end of our first round, couple number 2 here on £1, couple number 1 over there on £2, but in the lead at the moment, last week winners once again. They've got £10, a maximum. That's what they scored. Oh, well. Thank you, Mireille. Right. All right, David and June, good luck to you both. Here we go again for £2 a question you're playing for this time. I want you please to name baskets that can be found in the house. And we want names which denote their use, not their material, all right? Baskets that can be found in the house. And the basket I'm going to give you to start with for £2 is linen basket.
Linen basket.
Wine basket.
Peg basket.
Shopping basket.
Waste paper basket.
Bread basket.
Bread basket.
Oh! If I can guess how many eggs are in that basket, can I have one?
If you can guess how many eggs I've got in here, you can have them both.
3.
Exactly right.
How well did they do?
But David and June have scored 6.
They scored 6.
Yes.
Well, there you are, not bad. Because, in fact, you did repeat bread basket, but that means you're playing for £12 a question next time. There were a few more, sewing basket, baby basket, but never mind, £12. That's pretty good next time. Second set of questions, please, Gail, for Keith and Sue. Thank you. You're playing for £1, right? Never mind. Good luck to you both. We want you to please name objects which can be found about the house that contain the word board in their name. Now, we don't want materials like pegboard or games like chessboard, but we want objects like draining board, all right? So that's objects found about the house which contain the word board in their name. I'll give you one to start with, of course, draining board.
Draining board.
Washing board.
Teasboard.
Breadboard.
Ironing board.
Time is up. And now someone who the time was nearly up for today, Mr. Ronnie Corbett.
Thank you. I nearly didn't make it today. I had the most frightful accident. I fell off a ladder while cleaning the skirting board.
Those jokes come in 4 grades, A, B, C, and D. And that one was degrading. Thank you. Jenny, how well did Keith and Sue do there?
Keith and Sue have scored 5.
They scored 5. Thank you very much. Because, in fact, you did say, Keith, you said washing board, but our adjudicator has accepted washboard, but £5. OK, good luck. That's what you play for next time. Now, second set of questions, please, Patsy, for Chris and Roger. Thank you. You're on maximum. Getting to be a habit, this is, isn't it? Right, we want you to please name the types of brushes that are used in the house. We want the names that denote their use, not the material they're made of. All right? Name the types of brushes that are used in the house. So the brush I'm going to start with is nail brush.
Nail brush.
Lavatory brush.
Scrubbing brush.
Hairbrush.
Sweeping brush.
Clothes brush.
Shoe brush.
Time up! Hey, do you know my brother-in-law's just got a good job as a road sweeper?
Well, I suppose it's better than walking the streets.
That joke should have had musical accompaniment. The last post. Holly, how well did they do?
Roger and Chris have scored 7.
They scored 7. Ah, because the time ran out on you, 7, but that means you got £70. By the look of that, yes. Couple number 2 here with 5, number 1 there with 12, but in the lead once again at this stage. Last week's winners on £70, Roger and Chris Simons there. Lovely. Lovely. Okay, Mireille? Right. So it's into our last round here then. Good luck to you, June and David. You're playing for £12 a question this time, if I get it out. I have. I want you to give me athletic events in an Olympic Games. Athletic events in the Olympic Games, but omitting events which are purely running, walking, or relay. And do not duplicate on men's and women's events. Do you understand that? That's athletic events in the Olympic Games, but omitting events which are purely running, walking, or relay. The one I'm going to give you to start with, hurdles.
Hurdles.
Long jump.
Pole vault.
High jump.
Hop, step and a jump.
Throwing the putt.
I can run 100 yards in 7 seconds.
But the world record's 9.
I know a shortcut.
All right, Jenny, how well did they do?
David and June have scored 5.
Scored 5, of course, because you did say throwing the putt.
Putting the shot. Yeah.
That's the way I play golf, but don't worry about it too much, David. All right, let's have our last set of questions, please, for Keith and Sue. Thanks very much indeed, Gail. You're playing for £5 a question. Here we go. Now then, what comes out of the magic envelope this time? Please give names played in the British Isles on a court, not a pitch. Be very careful, not a pitch. Games on a court. The one I'll give you to start with, lawn tennis.
Lawn tennis.
Croquet.
Golf.
Here's a sporting news flash from Canada. The Irish tug-of-war team were today disqualified for pushing.
Oh, dear. Okay, Holly, how well did they do?
Keith and Sue have scored 2.
Scored 2.
Yes.
Oh, dear, because, Sue, you said golf, and that's a course.
How's that?
A course, it's a course. Never mind. £10 you've got there. Now then, it's the last set of questions for Roger and Chris. Thank you very much, Patsy. And, of course, you're playing for £70 per correct answer. Now then.
Make them easy.
Make them easy, she says. Please give team games in the British Isles on a marked pitch, not a court. Be very careful, not a court. So that's team games played in the British Isles on a marked pitch. I'll start you off with one for £70, rugby league.
Rugby league.
Soccer.
Hockey.
Shinty.
Rugby union.
Lacrosse.
You ran out of time, but nevertheless, you got 6 there. That means you won £420. There was, of course, a couple of others you could have said, like cricket, rounders, Gaelic football, hurling. You know what I mean? You can always think that afterwards, can't you? But at the end of our quiz, I see our couple number 2 in the middle have got £10, couple number 1 over there with 60. But once again, the winners of our quiz for the 3rd week running here, that's Roger Carver and Chris Simons. They've got £420. Come down here. Congratulations. Good luck to you, Rog. Lovely. There's the money, George. Show them that money. Look at that, £420. It goes up each week. You'll be buying Yorkshire TV at this rate. We look forward to seeing you next week. Ladies and gentlemen, don't you go too far away, because we'll be back in a short while on 3, 2, 1. We'll see you then. Welcome back. Welcome back. Ladies and gentlemen, as once again we say goodbye for the 3rd week running to Roger and Chris, the 3rd week running. They're running home, we're running out of money. Anyway, it's nice to have you. Congratulations once again. You won 1,008 in all. I've worked it out. Spend it wisely and have a great week. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have 2 couples left, and pretty soon it's going to be 1, because the theme of our show this week is books. You can't beat a good book, and we've got 6 of them. And we hope by the end of the show we're still going to be in your good books after our disrepertory company give their novel interpretations. And incidentally, any similarity between them and professional acting is not only coincidental, it's a miracle. As we have books as our theme this week, I tell you what, you look a lovely looking lot. I've got a few bob in my pocket. Books is the subject this week. Can anybody give me a couple of books from, anybody know any books from the Old Testament? Anybody know any books from the Old Testament? Genesis. Genesis? Yeah, it's a quid for you then. Right, how's that? Anybody know any other ones? Who? Leviticus. I can't get round there. Yes, I can. Yeah, I'll give her that pound note. Numbers. Numbers? Blimey, she's got 2. That's it. Give her another one. Well, you're over there. I can't get near you. Anybody else? Romans. Who? Romans. Romans? No, that's not it. I'm sure you're wrong. Yes, you're wrong. Kings. Kings? Yes, you're right. Got you there. Anybody else? Exodus. That's it. That's it. Psalms. Give it to that young kid. Right, come round here, brother. Come on. That's it. Any more?
Judaism.
Judaism? Judaism? That's a religion, isn't it?
Book of Genesis.
Yeah, we've had that one. Any more?
Exodus.
Yeah, that one's gone as well. Don't prompt him.
Almonds.
No, he said Romans, but you said
Almonds.
Almonds? No, that's not one of them. I'll tell you why I know. You see, really, you could have gone through the lot if you'd have said Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, Joshua, Judges, Ruth, Samuel, Kings, Chronicles, Ezra, Nehemiah, Esther, Job, Psalms, Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, Solomon, Isaiah, Jeremiah, Lamentations, Ezekiel, Daniel, Hosea, Joel, Amos, Obadiah, Jonah, Micah, Nahum, Habakkuk, Zechariah, Haggai, and Malachi. Well, our contestants are standing over there, ready to watch the screen for our observation test. You too can play along at home, see how much of this sketch you can remember, because now we're going over to our larger-than-life library. As we reveal the first of our king-size collection, Alexandre Dumas' The Three Musketeers.
Short of costumes this week.
And who are you, sir?
Harold.
What is your name?
Wilson.
Harold Wilson. You will go far. Is Queen Anne at home, or is she out show jumping?
She is within.
We wish to see her. After you, Porthos. No. After you, Athos. Well, if you insist. Okay. Your Majesty. Your Majesty?
Ah, the Three
Musketeers. Your Majesty, have you heard about the plot?
What, in this sketch? You must be joking.
Richelieu is a traitor. He is after your baubles. But I found out just in time.
So, since this earth affords no joy to me but to command, to obey such as are a better person than myself, I'll make my heaven to dream upon the crown.
Oi! Oi! That's nothing to do with this sketch.
I know it's a good bit, though, isn't it?
We're running out of time. Get on with the sketch, go on.
All right.
Kill them!
He has killed the 3 musketeers.
Ah, but you have forgotten about me.
Who are you?
I will give you a clue. At the sound of my name, brave men tremble.
Mon Dieu, it's Nicholas Parsons.
I am D'Artagnan, the bravest man in all of France, and I will have my revenge. Watch!
Ah, right through the arch.
Ah, watch!
Ah, through the arch again.
And you, watch!
Through the arch again.
That's the trouble with these Frenchmen. They don't know their arts from their elbows. Come on, let's go!
Would you like to come down here? Now, that's it. Now then, how much of that did you remember? Well, we'll find out in a moment or so. Fellas, I tell you what, if you'd like to stand just in there, because on these lecterns in front of you, there are 10 questions on that last scene. Now, while you're answering those questions, ladies, would you like to come over here with me? Come over here, that's it. That's it. Hold my hand. Feels better. That's it. You can see lots and lots of books. Now, what we want you to do, we want you to put these books on top of those pillars there. As you can see, we've put some books out on the floor as stepping stones, and that's because your feet are not allowed to touch the floor. And you're wearing mortar boards, that's because that's the way we want you to carry the books, on top of your mortar boards. Now, you can put up there how many you want, 3, 4, 6, it's entirely up to you, but don't forget your feet mustn't touch the floor. Now, there are 3 whistles in this game. On the first whistle, you start. On the second whistle, you change places with your partners. The fellas come here and carry the books. You go back there and answer the questions. On the third whistle, you stop. We'll go back over there, and we'll add up the points. And naturally, the one with the most books up there and the most correct answers here will be the winner and go forward to take it or leave it and those really big prizes. George is here with the whistle, yes. And if you want to play along at home, the questions here are going to come up at the bottom of the screen, so see how well you can do. Is everybody all set? Good luck now. 3, 2, 1. Off you go. Right, come on, change over. Fellas, get over there, put the books on your head, carry them up there and put them on those pillars. Girls, come here and answer these questions. Right, that's it. Time's up. Come on, back here you come. Come on, fellas, back you come to the lecterns here. Let's see just how well you've done on the questions alone. Right, first of all now. Okay, girls, would you like to check these? Who was the traitor in that last sketch? Well, he was Richelieu. Did you get that? What was the traitor after? He was after baubles. And was the Queen wearing anything on her head? Yes, she was wearing a coronet. Now, what? Crown? Crown, tiara? Yeah, we'll accept both of those. That's all right. Now, can you estimate the length of the musketeer's sword? No?
1 metre.
1 metre? Oh, he's got me. We've got 3 foot 3 inches.
That's a metre.
Is that a metre? Exactly a metre. I'll take you. All right, fair enough. What was the design on the swordsman's costume? It was a cross of Lorraine. Did you get that? What was the cardinal wearing round his neck? A cross and a rosary. Cross, we'll accept. Chain, oh, that wasn't really a cross or a rosary, was it? Name one item of jewellery worn by the Queen. Pearls or ring, we'll accept. Pearls, okay. You got ring, fair enough. And what was the Queen holding in her hand? A flower. Got it? Got a rose, okay. Was the lady in waiting, what was she wearing? What was she carrying? What was the lady in waiting carrying? A reticule. You got what? Brush? You haven't got it? We would have accepted brush. Right, and the last one, was the herald wearing a hat? Well, yes, he was. He didn't have one to start with, but Duggie put one on his head. Remember that? Yeah, you didn't get that. How'd you do at the end of that? You've got 5, I see. You also have 5, so it all depends on the books. Oh, Jenny, how did your couple do?
My couple has scored 5.
5 and 5 are 10. And how about your couple, Mireille?
My couple scored 7.
7 and 5 are 12, so you're the winners. Congratulations. Going through to take it or leave it. Lovely. Congratulations. Well, indeed, you're the losers, but nobody really loses on this show. You know you got some money to come in the quiz. Can you remember what that was? How much was it?
10 quid.
10 quid. Yes, we got it? Yes, you're dead right. 10 quid, right on the nose. You know, but I tell you what, look, there's a little memento. It's a silver photo frame there. There's been a picture taken of you during the show tonight, and it'll be at your home within a day or two. It's been lovely having you. So, Sue, good luck. Keith, thank you very much for coming on. Weren't they sporting, folks? Give them a ripple for coming on. Congratulations. Thank you. God bless. George, they got their money? That's the money you won in the quiz, £60. Now, do you want to take that, or would George mind it for you until a bit later on?
She looks trustworthy, doesn't she?
She looks trustworthy? Well, she's got the car. She might be halfway down the M1. You never know.
As long as I'm in it, I don't mind.
All right. You talk to her about that. George, you hold it until after the show. Now, would you like to come along here with me? If you'd like to just come around this side, Ted's table of treasure. If you'd like to stand just there, could you stand there, please? That's it, Sue. Now, here is where it really starts. The money you won in the quiz is only part of your winnings, because now we want you to be sort of detectives, looking for the clues in our sketches associated with prizes. Now, there are 6 sketches, 5 prizes, including the car. There's also the dustbin. That's what you've got to try to get rid of. Avoid that dustbin at all costs. Now, at the end of each sketch, one of the characters will come over here to the table and leave a MacGuffin. Now, remember, a MacGuffin is the word we use for the object they leave here as a clue. Now, it may be a clue, it may not be a clue. But here from the last sketch, it's the 3 Musketeers, Duggie, D'Artagnan, Athos. Have you a MacGuffin for the people?
Musketeers, Musketeers, everybody. There you are, there's a MacGuffin. That's a clue for you.
You're leaving that?
Yes.
See. And do you have a little rhyme for me?
I have a little rhyme. It is stuffed Don's my welly.
Don's your welly?
Don's my welly, and I will read it for you. Are you listening? Then we'll begin. I am a thing of moving parts. I hope that I can win your hearts. Look me in the face and call, all for one and one for all. Easy, isn't it?
That's it.
And now, Mr. Rogers, I must go.
You've got to go?
Oui, oui, I must go.
Now, does that mean anything to you? You said dustbin. It's not a thing. Does it mean anything to you? Well, I tell you what, you see, you will get this rhyme at the end of each MacGuffin that's left, and believe me, there is a clue in that rhyme. But just put that to the back of your minds right at this moment, because now we have a tale of strange happenings, horror, violence, madness. It's not Yesterday in Parliament. In fact, it is Frankenstein.
The monster's escaped! The monster's escaped!
Not one of the Sex Pistols, is it? No, it can't be Johnny Rotten. He's too intelligent for him. Well, I mean, he sounds as though his battery's running down to me, Gail. I mean, what can he possibly leave for the folks as a MacGuffin? Oh. We could have his battery. I've heard of exposing yourself, but that's ridiculous. His battery, that's going to be the MacGuffin, is it?
Yes.
And is there a clue you could read for them?
Yes, I have one. It goes, I made a star for the silver screen who lived on the floor as a pet. If you listen to what the better half says, you'll have no cause to regret.
Ah. Well, now, does that mean a great deal to you? It could be anything.
Not a thing.
Thank you very much indeed, Gail. Take him back and recharge him, will you? He might look a bit better. Looks a bit yellow, doesn't he, green? Well, fair enough. We now have 2. What do you reckon? Do you reckon there's a dustbin or a car there yet?
Well, could be. Well,
it could be, but you've got to start thinking about this after our next MacGuffin is on the table.
Right.
And right now, we're going to have one of the most famous novels of all time. It's Margaret Mitchell's famous Gone with the Wind.
shouldn't be here. The Northern Army's advancing rapidly. They've been through Baltimore, Kentucky, pillaging and looting.
Looting? Why? That's halfway up the M1. They'll be here soon.
Scarlet, I could be killed in these wars. I want you to say yes. Make me the happiest man in the world.
But I'm too young to get married.
Who said anything about getting married?
I had a genuine proposal from two beaux.
Who are they?
Major Simpkins.
He's just a bootlicker.
And Colonel Sanders.
Even worse, he's a finger licker. Scarlet. Scarlet, I can offer you more. I got a ranch in Texas with 3,000 head of cattle.
Why, that's a lot of bull.
Miss Scarlet, the Union men are making advances.
So is Mr. Butler.
We've got Toronto's over the hill.
So is Mr. Butler.
But they've been led by Captain Gray, and he's a big, strong man.
Well, 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Scarlet, it's up to you. I'm the only one who can stop them there Union men now.
How you gonna do it?
If they're Union men, there's only one way I can do it. See, Brave? Everybody out. No, not cameras. No. Didn't mean you. Thank you.
Oh. So, Mr. Red Butler.
It is indeed.
Don't go out with those ears in a gale. You really will be gone with the wind.
There's a good chance of that.
What are you going to leave? Surely not that.
Is that up to my usual standard?
I think it is, yeah.
No, I tell you what. Playing it by ear, how about that?
You're leaving the ears.
I will do indeed.
The ears of the MacGuffin.
They are.
You've got the little rhyme?
And listen carefully to this.
About your luggles.
With the wind I'm gone, the soldiers flew. Now I'm just a rover. I wouldn't know which side I'm on, 'cause they both kicked me over.
Ah, well. Okay, Red, thank you. Frankly, I don't give a damn. Now then, what do you reckon?
Well,
You've got to reject one. It's up to you. You've just heard that one from Gone with the Wind. I can read you this one again from the Musketeer sketch or the Frankenstein.
read the Frankenstein.
You want to hear the
please.
Frankenstein again?
Yes, please.
Okay, that said, I made a star for the silver screen who lived on the floor as a pet. If you listen to what the better half says, you'll have no cause to regret. So one has to go. Which one do you think it'll be?
What do you think?
You decide.
You decide. The Tower of Strength, she really believes in you. What do you think they want to get?
Really holding on to me.
Any idea yet?
The what?
He reckons you ought to get rid of
Well,
Frankenstein.
I think it's a flat battery, and the car's no good without with a flat battery, so that could go in the dustbin, I think.
You reckon?
Yes.
And what about you, June? You reckon? You want to reject that,
I
definitely?
want to reject that, yes.
Okay, so you're going to reject Frankenstein. Let's see whether you were right or wrong. Right, you rejected. The rhyme said, I made a star for the silver screen who lived on the floor as a pet. If you listen to what the better half says, you'll have no cause to regret. Now, what about clues? A star for the screen. Well, does that mean a TV set? Or a pet on the floor? Dog, maybe? Well, it's no to both, actually. Frankenstein made a star of Boris Karloff, and the sort of pet which actually lives on the floor, of course, is a carpet. And what is the better half of Karloff and carpet? Well, surely it's got to be the car, and in rejecting the battery, you've lost the star prize tonight, the Ford Fiesta car. How'd you feel about that? Anybody can do with a new car.
Well, it had a flat battery, didn't it?
Not to worry, you've got 4 more super prizes to go, but there's also that dustbin, remember that? Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're just going away for a couple of minutes, and we don't want you to go too far away. Please come back soon. There's a lot more prizes here. See you in a moment. Welcome back to part 3, ladies and gentlemen. David and June have just rejected the star prize tonight, the motor car. Hey, but listen, you two, you look as though you're a bit warm under these lights. Would you like to get rid of those mortarboards?
Yes, please.
George, are you there? Would you like to get rid of these hats for them? I know what it's like roasting under there. Thank you. Thank you, George. Well, not to worry, we're going to have another MacGuffin on the table in a minute. So far from our collection of books, we've had a classic, a gothic, an epic, and they're all chronic. And still our disrepertory company haven't been arrested, but they've got to watch out now, because here's one of the greatest fictional detectives of all, Inspector Maigret.
good one. I'll save that for later. I'm not going through all that again here. Thank you. My name's Colombo. Oh, wrong one. Sorry.
That's it.
There you are, sir.
You're leaving that for the rhyme?
I'm going to leave you that. Yes, well, speak French. I'm going to leave you that.
Okay.
And I have another rhyme, Mr. Rogers.
What does that say?
Here we go. It's now quit stalling. Donnez-moi un match. See?
Pardon?
The C's not in it. Match. Please stay on the right side. Pop your cork on my patch. There you are.
Here we go again.
Don't know what you can make out of that. No luxury, baby.
Inspector. There we are. Okay, you've just heard that one. I can give you the Musketeers or Gone with the Wind again. Which one would you like to hear?
Which do you think?
The ears.
Definitely.
Gone with the Wind.
Yes, Gone with the
Let's
Wind.
hear that one again.
All right, that said, with the wind, I'm gone. The soldiers flew. Now I'm just a rover. I wouldn't know which side I'm on, 'cause they both kicked me over. Now, does that mean a great deal too? So which one would you like to reject this time? Remember, the dustbin's got to go.
We're happy about that, are we? Do we think that should go?
Well, you never know. There's 4 super prizes.
We'll reject...
You are definite about it. You really let him do everything, don't you? Are you sure you want to get rid of that?
Well, not everything, but...
You sure now? Yes?
Yes, we want to reject.
Okay, you want to reject the ears from Gone with the Wind. Well, the rhyme said, the wind, I'm gone. Now, is that a reference to a yacht? Or the soldiers flew? Perhaps an aeroplane trip? And what about the mention of a rover? Well, of course, it can't be the car. We know that's gone. I wouldn't know which side I'm on because they both kicked me over. Well, what has no sides when it's kicked over? It's got to be something completely round. Not a yacht, a plane, or a car. Yes, it is the booby prize. You've got rid of our booby prize, Dusty Bin. Yes. Lovely. Oh, he's going to be so miserable again next week. I wonder if there's anything in the top there for him. Oh, well, there's an old boot. Would you like that?
Oh, yes, please.
What does the old boot say? He's not going to be very happy, as he says, stop mocking Dustbin's campaign, all out on the streets on Friday. All right, take him away. Thank you very much. You've got rid of him. Lovely. Leave that.
Anything now. Anything now.
Fine, okay. Anything now, you don't mind.
Doesn't matter now, does it?
That's fair enough, because you know what, it's great having the theme of books this week, because everyone's writing books today. Richard Nixon's just written a book. I'm reading that. I'm up to chapter 8. And in chapter 8, he denies writing chapters 1 to 7. But right now, everybody wants to know exactly what happens in those big old houses, you know. I'm more interested in what goes on below stairs.
And he kissed me.
Go on. You're only saying that to make me jealous.
Oh, I don't know what to do about it. He said that if I held his hand, he would give me a charm for my necklace. And if I gave him a hug, he would give me 2. And if I gave him a kiss, he would give me 3. And...
I wouldn't take much notice of him if I was you.
Oh, well, I'm going to ask Mrs. Powell. Mrs. Powell?
I'll come back to you later.
What?
Must have a word with the young master I sent
Me?
first.
The young master? That's the best bit of acting I've heard all night. It's
Well,
lovely to
you
see
look the part to a T.
To a T?
Oh, yes, you do.
Great.
Just like the young masters that I used to work for.
Do I look that old?
Yeah.
Oh, what was it really like, Margaret? Was it marvellous in those days?
But you have to be joking. Of course it wasn't marvellous, but it was a living, isn't it? You know. No, I mean, some wasn't bad. It was like everybody else. I had some good places, some bad.
I see. And listen, that Below Stairs book, that was a great book, and I believe you're writing another one right now.
Yes, at the moment, I'm going to have, although I've written about 12 books, I'm going to have my very first fiction book published.
Really?
Never written fiction before.
And what's it called?
Well, it's called A Woman Waiting.
And what's that
As
about?
most women do, you know, all their life, more or less.
Well, you don't hang about much, do you?
Well, it's a sort of love story about a girl who has a very unhappy childhood. And actually, the book is about the way she searches for love.
Oh,
And she
really?
has several unhappy affairs. And then when she really finds love, It's snatched from her at the last moment, like it is from all of us women.
You don't tell me you're still missing out.
Bad day.
Well, it's lovely to have you here. Do you have a little MacGuffin for David and June here?
Yes, it's all right. I'm not undressing. yes. It's me hat.
It's your hat?
It's me hat.
I see. And is there a little rhyme that goes with that?
Oh, yes, there's a little rhyme, too, that goes with it.
What does that say?
If you pine for this prize, rack your brain. Think what you'd be throwing down the drain.
Well, there we are. Put your thinking caps on there. Margaret, it's lovely to have you here. Will you take that?
Oh,
I'm sure that's going to go nicely on the dresser.
Thank you very much.
Lovely to see you. Margaret Powell. Well, here we are again. You've just heard that from Margaret. I can give you the Musketeer's sword again, the foil, or Maygray's lighter. Which one would you like to hear?
Which one are you rejecting this time?
Come on, June, you choose. You choose.
Your choice this time. Do you want to hear one of those again?
Yes.
You like to hear the lighter?
Yes,
Maygray's lighter. Well, he said, now quit stalling. Donnez-moi une match. Please stay on the right side. Pop your cork on my patch.
Let it be that one. We'll
Yes?
reject. We'll reject.
You want to get rid of that definitely?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. You're feeling confident now that last one's gone, aren't you, eh? Swinging away.
It's all right now.
Right, what does this say? It says, right, you rejected the lighter there. Remember that the scene this MacGuffin came from showed a French copper in France being asked for a match. And that's what you would have got, a match. Mireille, do you have the match? That's it, that's the match. It's Paris match. This is their prize, is it, Mireille?
Mais non, 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 il y en a d'autres qui viennent, vous savez pas alors? Enfin, il y en a d'autres qui approchent, pourquoi vous dites ça? Vous savez pas ce que vous dites,
I wish I hadn't asked that question, I'm sorry. Well, look, Mireille's trying to tell us more yet. She's already saying that the rhyme also had a line that said, pop your cork on my patch. And the cork you would have been popping in this is the equivalent of 10.5 bottles of champagne, a Salamazar. Look at that, of Moët Chandon. But there was even more yet. The most appropriate place, of course, to drink champagne and read Paris match is Paris itself. And just have a look at this. We would have sent you there for a whole week. There we are. There's Notre Dame there. Look at that. There's the famous Eiffel Tower. There's vineyards there that made that actual champagne you saw there. And if you'd have won this prize, they'd have invited you for a whole day down there in the vineyards. Not a bad prize, I don't think that is, do you?
No.
Oh, you're a bit upset you lost that one? No, you think there's more to come, huh?
There's more to come.
All right, I'm sure there is more to come. Well, now, there is more to come because, well, every now and again there comes along a book that everybody has to read. And in our next book, well, there was a portrayal that actually won an Academy Award. And who will ever forget The Godfather?
Buonasera, buonasera. My name's Don Vito Corleone. I'm the Godfather. Now it is true, people come to me with problems they want solving. And it is also true that some people don't like the always violent ways I do this. But I was brought up in Sicily, where violence can sometimes be a way of life. But this violence, it gives me power. And has made me the man I am today. But today is a happy day. My son Michael is getting married.
He made me an offer I couldn't refuse.
And I'm the Godfather.
You dirty rat. You dirty lying thinking double crossing.
You don't say anything in this sketch. Shut up and stand there. It's me, Nate.
Not fair, I'm being written out.
That's right.
Is that a shotgun wedding?
I know it's a machine gun wedding.
But I always wanted a white wedding.
I already took that into consideration.
Oh!
Anyway, I brought you to the best jewelers in town. Pick anything you like.
Can I have that gold bracelet at the back with the ballet dancers on?
I don't know where I went wrong with this boy. I think he's gonna be a fairy godfather. However, pick anything you like. Only the best is good enough for my beautiful daughter-in-law.
I'll have the gold one in the middle.
A wise decision. Alfonso, Roberto, do your stuff, babies. You're okay. on, guys. My beautiful daughter-in-law. Oh, like I always say, families that slay together, stay together.
It's the Godfather. That was a real bit of a portrayal there. Maxton G. Beesley. Terrific. Grazie. How long does it take you, Max, to get into a character like that?
Oh, not very long. Anybody could do it. With 15 years experience and 5 hours of makeup, it's a breeze.
I'm sure it is. But he does many, many other fabulous impressions. Believe me, he does. There's a knockout Bruce Lee. Good job you weren't doing that. Could have killed us all tonight. Anyway, this is what you're leaving, is it, Max? Is the MacGuffin?
The MacGuffin. That's
and
what
is there a rhyme that goes with
I've got a rhyme. I've got a rhyme in my pocket. Now, pay attention. You can shoot down the street if this prize you choose will make you an offer you cannot refuse. That's it.
That's it, huh?
You got it.
Thank you very much, Max.
Arrivederci.
Arrivederci. Maxton GB, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Max. Well, now you've just heard that then, David. Tune? Which one? You'd like to hear the hat again?
Please.
That came from Margaret Powell. If you pine for this prize, rack your brain, think what you could be throwing down the drain. Oh, what do you think? Well, the car's gone. You think it could be furniture?
Drain, pine.
Pine and drain, kitchen
What do you
furniture, upstairs and downstairs, kitchen downstairs.
Do we want kitchen furniture?
Oh, there are. Do we need any kitchen furniture? Do you want? Well, I don't know. What do you think?
We're getting fussy.
Well, I think we'll reject that one.
Definitely want to get rid of that?
Reject that one, yes.
Okay, let's have a look and see what is in here. Right, of course, it came from below stairs, and you rejected the cook's hat. The rhyme said, if you pine for this prize, well, it could have been the car, but we know it's not. That's gone. Perhaps not so happy. Dusty Bin, he's gone out the way, too. What's the idea down the drain? The prize was actually something very much tied up with the lady who left that MacGuffin, lovely Margaret Powell. Yes, you hit it on the nose. Something that she might have pined for. It's a fitted pine kitchen with everything that goes with it. Now, look at that. Oh, now could you have done with one of those?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, dear, it gets worse and worse.
It's worse, doesn't it? Yes.
Well, now we're just down to two. Now, you really got to make up your minds here. What do you think? I'm allowed actually to give you the two again.
Well, would
you like to hear both? Okay. The foil from the Musketeer sketch said, I'm a thing of moving parts. I hope I can win your hearts. Look me in the face and call, all for one and one for all. That went with the foil and with the machine gun. Or would you like to wait until you
I just don't know. Go on, you might do. Which one are you
Well,
going
you
to
can hear that one again if you wish.
Well, let's
Let's hear it.
Just once more, yes, please.
Okay, Maxton said, you can shoot down the street. If this prize you choose, we'll make you an offer you can't refuse.
I think that's something to do with cameras and shooting. I think we'll reject that one.
You will?
You right?
How about that, June? You going along with that?
Yes.
You sure?
Yes.
You can argue with them on air, you know. We don't mind. All right.
We'll argue after, I'm sure.
Definite about getting rid of that. Right, let's see what happened here. The rhyme said you could shoot down the street. Well, you could shoot down the street in the car, but that has gone, as we know. Maxton had an Italian accent. He said refuse instead of refuse, but we know the bin's gone. But you've rejected the Godfather. Actually, yes, you have. The Godfather's offer to shoot with a video camera. And there it is. A video camera. And to play the tape on your own video cassette recorder with views and results on a new color TV screen. How about this? Look at this coming in. Oh, dear. Now that's some prize, isn't it?
Isn't that fantastic?
I'm sure you'd love that.
Yeah.
Oh, dear. It's more difficult as it goes. Thank you very much, Mireille. Thank you, Holly. Delightful. I'll have to save up and buy one of those myself. Yes. Right, the machine gun goes. That means the foil is the prize you're taking home tonight. Let's see what it says. I'm a thing of moving parts. I hope I can win your hearts. Look me in the face and call all for one and one for all. Right. I'm a thing of moving parts. We know the car and the bin's gone. In the sketch, Duggie was there just in time. And he did say watch. And that's what you won tonight. Not one, but one for all. Yes, you won 2 solid gold watches.
Oh, okay. That's nice.
Are they fabulous?
Yeah. Oh, those are nice.
That'll come out? Yeah, that'll come out. Put that on. There we go. Look at that. Put that on there. 2 solid gold, fantastic watches. Isn't that marvellous? You pleased?
Fantastic.
It's been lovely having you on the show. They've been a great couple, haven't they, folks? Give them a great gift. Lovely stuff. Terrific. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going away just for a week. We're going to be back on Saturday. We look forward to seeing you next week with a lot more big prizes and star guests. Until we see you soon, please come back next week. 3, 2, 1. We'll see you then. Good night.